Hi, this is Brian Vergara. I am the developer of Gucci System Software. I have been studying computer codes and developing different accounting-related software for about 15 years. I've been taking computer-related courses as part of my continuing education program. I have been an accountant with long years of experience working in different company in different industry. I have also an experience as an advisor and implementation of different accounting, HRIS, and payroll-related software in different company in different industry. With my long years of experience as an accountant and software developer, I was able to develop this accounting-related software such as accounting system, HRIS and payroll system, biometric and time and attendance system, point of sale system, biometric and security system, and etc. I created this video as a tutorial on how to use the different functionalities of this software. Please leave your comment and suggestion down below to help me in my coding process. Thank you.
Okay, today I'll be presenting to you one of my personally developed software, which is GoodSeeds HRIS and payroll system. Now let's log in to the system. And this is the front end view of our system. So as we can see, there are many functionalities already. So we have the menu strip at the top portion of the screen. So we have a file menu, we have the maintain menu, task menu, reports menu, windows, services, and about. So we have also a navigation button. This is if you want to go directly to the certain module, like for example add employee, view edit employee, employee list, cut off, compute payroll, process payroll, and payroll list. So at the bottom also we have the menu button. So we have the home menu, we have the file menu, maintain menu, task menu, reports. So as you can see here, we have also a calendar. So you can check the date, and we have also a special functionalities like reminders. So this functionalities is very important, particularly when you are monitoring with the submission date to different compliant agencies, BIR, statutory reports and requirements. So I think this functionality is necessary and helpful. So let's try to see. So like for example, this one, you can create very important reminders like submission of withholding tax, submission of pag-ibig, PhilHealth, and SSS. Usually all these kind of reports have penalties when you fail to file them on time. So this is a very important tool. So now let's try to look into the different features, modules, and functionalities of this software. So first, let's try to look the file menu strip or file menu. So we have here the logout if you want to exit from the system. We have also here a backup if you want to back up the database, and the exit if you want to exit or you want to close the system. So next we have the maintain menu. So as you can see here, we have company information, department and division. These are if you want to set up the company information or the department or division. So you will enter in this functionalities. So you need to set up branch, so you need to click this, set up the bank information, and employee maintenance. So you can add employee, you can view edit employee. So we have also tables here. So if you want to set up those SSS table, tax table, PhilHealth table, pag-ibig table, annual tax table. So we have also an annual tax exemption, and this was used during the time when the train law was not passed. So we have an personal exception before. And we have also a chart of accounts. Maybe you will wonder why it is included here, the chart of account. This is because this software can generate a pro forma journal entry, an entry already ready to be inputted in your accounting software or in your book of accounts. So you don't need to create a journal entry anymore. There's already a journal entry provided by the system. So we have also system settings. These system settings, these are all the settings required for this payroll system. So don't worry, because we will take this one by one. Every of these functionalities I will create a separate video, so we will know how to use the system. And we have a system users. This is the functionalities where you can input the users of the system and change password. That's self-explanatory. So next we have the task menu. Here in the task menu, you can set up the cutoff period or cutoff payroll period. And next is the add and remove employee to cutoff. So this functionalities allows you to add employees to a certain cutoff or to remove employees from that certain cutoff. Now we have also the payroll additions regular. So this refers to all additions, regular additions to employees like regular allowances. And we have also payroll deductions regular. So these are all deductions to employees which are regular, not only related to specific payroll period but to all period. Like for example, payment of company loans, those are regular deduction until the loan is fully paid. So we have also one-time addition. So payroll addition one time. So what does it mean? So one-time addition, these are addition that only relates to a certain cut-off or payroll period. So like for example, there's a salary adjustment due to error, so you will adjust that amount to the next payroll, so that will become a one-time addition to that said payroll or the second payroll. Then we have also payroll deduction one time. So these deductions, the same with the payroll addition one time, this deduction only relates to certain kind of deductions that refers only to a certain payroll period. So this one, payroll addition list, this lists all the payroll additions for that certain period, or that applies to that certain payroll period. And this one, payroll deductions, these are all deductions that applies to that certain payroll period. So here we have the functionalities to compute payroll individually. So what does this mean? That this payroll can process a payroll of all employees, but you can also process a certain payroll for a certain employees only. So this is just a choice or alternative if you want to process a payroll individually. So we have here the functionalities like add DTR. Add DTR, this means that daily time record. So you can input the DTR of an employee individually through these functionalities, and all those DTR that already included or inputted in the system will be found or be included in the DTR list. So we have also a create DTR Excel template. So what does this mean? This system can create a template for DTR. So instead of including the DTR of each and every employee, you can include all DTR in an Excel file. Then afterwards, when the template is already filled up or completed, so you can import into the system. So you will not be required to input those DTR individually, which is time consuming. So this one is the purpose: import DTR from Excel timesheet or Excel template. So process payroll. So this is what I said, that you can process the payroll by batch or all employee. So you don't need to process them individually. So next is the payroll list. These are the list of all payroll being processed. So we have also that compute 13-month pay. So you can, this system has capability to compute a 13-month pay for all employee. And under this 13-month pay, and I'll be discussing all the functionalities, the details of this in a separate tutorial. So you can, there are choices on how to compute the 13-month pay, because every company have different style in computing the 13-month pay. So next is the compute performance bonus. So this payroll system, HRIS and payroll system, actually this is not just a payroll system but an HRIS also, because it has modules that can monitor or input the data of every employee, including their performance, his employment history. So compute performance bonus, like the compute 13-month pay, it has a default method of computing performance bonus. So you can choose, but you can also choose a customized method of computing. So this makes this payroll system or HRI system more flexible. So now let's proceed to reports. These are the reports that this HRIS and payroll system has the capability of generating. We have the employee listing report. So this lists all the employees inputted in the system. And we have also employee loan balances. It can generate reports for every employee's loan balance. Then we have also a year-end report. So like 13-month pay reports, bonus payroll. So we have also a withholding tax summary. So this is important, particularly in monitoring or submitting reports to the Bureau of Internal Revenue or BIR. Next is we have payslip. So payslip, this is generating and printing of payslip. So we have the redefined bond paper size. Here we have 1/2 short band size. You can print also in 1/2 long band size. So if there are so many items included in the payslip, so maybe you need to print that in a long size band. So this one, you can print the payslip in one page, in one single band paper, and you can also print that in a long band. So there are so many allowances, deductions. So if the 1/2 band is not enough, so you need to print the whole band papers. So these are the functionalities. I would like to stretch in this presentation that since I created this payroll system by myself, I have the source code, of course, and I can modify, improve the system. So this what was my goal before when I was implementing different payroll system made by different payroll company. Payroll developer company. I noticed that not all the process or the peculiar processes of a certain company can be met by a certain payroll software. So there are so many processes or there are so many functionalities in every software that are not required by a certain company, but there are requirements by a certain company that are not present in a certain payroll. So the best thing to do is to make your payroll customized. So if you have the source code and you are the developer, so you can add that kind of a unique module for your customer process to be more efficient and effective. So now let's proceed. This payroll can also generate payroll register report. So you have choices here. You can generate payroll summary all by department, by account. This is by per payroll cut-off. So you can also generate a payroll on detailed report. So you can also generate payroll on monthly basis. We have all by department, by account, and payroll registered detailed monthly. So next, we have also a functionalities like over the counter. What is this mean? There are some employees, particularly those new employees of your company, who don't have an ATM or payroll card yet. So you need to pay their payroll over the counter. You need to pay them on cash basis. So this is the purpose of these functionalities. Paying payroll on over the counter. So these are the system can generate over the counter payroll reports. So you can filter them by all, by department, or by account detailed. So we have also the bank edit list. What is the purpose of this functionality? So there different bank have different file requirements to be uploaded in their system for payroll processing. So this system has the capability to generate that certain kind of file that the bank required for their payroll processing and generation. So we have only to process and output those kind of file, then import to the system of that certain bank. And we have the SSS contribution report. So we can generate a report on a monthly basis. And this one is monthly remittance summary. This one is SSS contribution of an employee to SS. We have also Pag-ibig contribution. So these are all the reports required by the Pag-ibig for monitoring. And same thing with PhilHealth. We have the monthly generation report for PhilHealth. So you can generate the PhilHealth contribution of that certain employee through these functionalities. So we have the PhilHealth RF1, SSS loans remittance. So you can generate the loan remittance summary of a certain employee by month, by period. This one is Pag-ibig loans remittance. So you can generate also the Pag-ibig loans remittance of that certain employee, either by month or by period. By period, which I mean that per payroll period. So we have the pro forma journal entry. So you can generate a journal entry ready for inputting in the accounting payroll software or in the book of accounts. Excuse me. So now let's take a look on other buttons. So we have the home button. Actually the home button is the dashboard, and we have also the file button. The file button, these are the direct functionality if you want to directly enter into certain kind of files or information or module. So you can click this button if you want to add a new employee. You can click this button, employees, if you want to look on every employee in the list. So when you want to add user, you can click this button, and then have a button for backup, restore, and import file. So as you can see here, we can see an graphical presentation of all the reports. So if you love to see presentation using graphical, so you can look at this and you can analyze the situation of the payroll of your company. So next we have the maintain. So maintain, included in the maintain, these are the reports, list, and graphical analytics. So using this maintain button, actually all these functionalities are those functionalities or settings that are required for all payroll period, not only related to specific payroll period, but for all payroll period. So if you want to set up your company settings and company information, just click this company. Set up branch, click this branch. Set up department, so you can click this department, so that you can generate a payroll by department or by branch. So if you want to set up your bank, specific bank, so you can click this button for bank. If you set up an employee, this represent all the employees. Then setting up of tax table, setting up of SSS table, PhilHealth table, Pag-ibig table. Settings, this all the settings required for this payroll, for the whole payroll. And here you can use, you can add user, you can view the user list. Then the charge of accounts are required in generating a pro forma journal entry. Be sure that the chart of accounts that you inputted in this chart of accounts are in line with the chart of account in your accounting system. So you can also add the record of the previous employer of a certain employee for employee history. Actually, there are reports required by the BIR that you required to input the previous employee when the employee applied within the year or in the middle of the year. So you need to input also the withholding tax of certain employee from his or her previous employer. So we have a region. So in order to generate a reports by regions, you need to put a regions. So you can filter that report through regions. So next, we have the tax. What this tax means? Task means that these are all the functionalities required in generating or creating a report for that certain payroll. So, like for example, this one cut-off period. So, you need to enter a cut-off period using this cut-off button. Then, cut-off employees. So, if you want to add or deduct, remove an employee to a certain cut-off, so you need this functionality. Then add payroll additions, add payroll deductions. So as what I have said, these are all deductions related to a certain payroll period for a certain employee. So you can view all those deductions and additions using this payroll addition list and payroll deduction list. So you can create DTR by employee. Then you can view those DTR in the DTR list, create a timesheet or a time DTR template, so you can input all, you can just import all those DTR in the system for processing, so you don't need to process them individually. So here is the functionalities: import timesheet, so or import the DTR template. So you have also the choice, as I have said before, that you can process your payroll using individual employee, so you can process them individually or you can process them all. What does this mean is you can process all the payroll simultaneously or at the same time, and you can view the payroll list in payroll list. So this one, this button. Then you can view the payroll of individual employees using view edit payroll, and you have also the 13-month and other pay. So these are the functionalities for other 13-month pay, bonuses, etc. So let's proceed to reports. So in the reports, you can view the employee list, employee loans, reports, all other reports related to this payroll, all withholding taxes, payslip, payroll register, over the counter. So we have already tackled this over-the-counter transaction. Then bank edit list, all those reports related to SS, all those reports related to Pag-ibig, all those reports related to PhilHealth. So on this one, this is where you can generate a report for pro forma journal entry, ready for journal entry in your accounting or book of accounts. This payroll system also can generate certification. When an employee asks for a certification, so this payroll will automatically generate a certification for the certain employee. So we have also the BIR and other reports. So all other reports related to BIR is included in this button. So we have a leave credit report. So this report is used for the leave credits monitoring of a certain employee. Now, let's try to look on this payroll navigation. So you can navigate this payroll using this arrow the left and the right side of this system. By clicking this, you will enter into another modules, group of modules. So let's try to click this one. So we are now in the home modules. When we click it again, we will be in the file modules. So these are all just navigation. So for this time, this video is just the overview of the Spiro system, and I will be creating videos for all these functionalities on how to use them. So thank you for listening, thank you for your time, and if you have comments, suggestions, since this payroll is a customized payroll and I own the source code, I am the developer, so I can have the privilege, all the privilege to improve, revise, to make this payroll more refined and more useful to every company for the sake of effectiveness, efficiency. So thank you, and God bless.